Tony Buzbee strikes again. Strikes again. This dude got to be the most relentless lawyer I've ever seen in my life. Because this man will sit here and take on cases that he know good and well is false. And he'll sit there and try to manipulate his way through it and make it look like his client is in the right some way, somehow. That man is risking his whole law degree. He risking debarment or disbarment or whatever, however you say it. He risking his career behind a bunch of false allegations that he knows is false allegations. You can't be, how did he get through law school with that little amount of brain cells? Let's go through it. So obviously I'm talking about the latest one is the Shannon Sharpe thing, right? They saying, well, we know Shannon Sharpe ain't do this, but he talking about some Shannon Sharpe did the R word to this OF chick that he was dealing with. So obviously, if you got more than 2 brain cells in your brain, you can smell a rat here, bro. Like, you know that this ain't even real. This thing stink. It stink. It stink. I got a saying. If the stank follow you, it's because you done pooed it. You know what that means. If you from the South, you know what pooed it means. But yeah. So Pete. All right. So Shannon Sharpe, he getting sued for R-wording this OF chick. They got some audio that came out. Obviously, it ain't full audio. Apparently, there's some video that they're gonna drop. You already know it ain't gonna be full video. And there was when Shannon and them said, "Hey, drop the whole thing," Buzbee was like, "Nah, we good on that." Or he just went silent. I don't think he responded to it. So we already know what time it is with that. But I mean, folks gonna feel how they feel about Shannon and this young OF chick or whatever, because I don't know how old he is, but he grandpa age and he dealing with college chick age chicks. But whatever, like you look at that however you want to. It ain't illegal. But I want to touch on Tony Buzbee, man. First of all, this is his third, I believe this is his third high profile R-word case, SA case that he done had to deal with, I believe. So the first one that everybody know, the first one where he really burst onto the scene was Deshaun Watson and the 27 chicks or whatever that supposedly was apparently he got a massage addiction and he got inappropriate with 27 of them chicks that he was getting massaged by. So first of all, when you hear a number like 27, like, really, bro? Really? So Tony Buzbee just happened to be in touch with all 27 of these chicks, right? And all of them telling the truth, right? None of them exaggerated nothing, right? None of them was full of that cap, right? I'm not on here saying Deshaun Watson fully innocent. I don't know. He settled with 22, but just because you settle, that don't mean you guilty. For celebrities, a lot of times, especially like even in high profile people like that, a lot of times they settle because the longer the case drag on, it's affecting your pocketbooks more than it's worth. Like, you might be, you'll lose a bag here and there. You keep losing endorsements, the more information keep coming out. Whether you innocent or not, it's just damaging, and these brands don't want their names attached to nothing like that. It ain't even a matter of innocent or guilty. It's just a matter of the look, the optics. They don't want their name attached to nothing like that. So, and then he in the NFL, and I think at that time he wasn't even playing. I think he was coming off an injury, something like that. And, you know, he don't want nothing like that to get in the way with preparation for the season or rehab or whatever the hell. He don't want that distraction around. So, in my opinion, I feel like he just settled just because he ain't feel like going through that whole ordeal, especially with the number of people involved. 27 chicks? Boy, you out your mind. You can't tell me, you can't look me in my eyes with a straight face and tell me for real that you really believe, yeah, he guilty on all 27 counts. Man, you smoking anthrax if you think that's the case. The next one. This the one where you gotta be, man, listen, you probably sleep in the back of a short bus if you believe this one. It was the Jay-Z and Diddy one, where I guess the chick at the time was some 12-year-old chick or whatever the hell. How the hell this chick even get in the back of a concert or get into some hotel room or whatever with Jay and Diddy for them to perform acts on her first at the same time, as if Jay and Diddy is peeping around middle schools and high schools looking for chicks to get down and dirty with. First of all. Second of all, the chick ain't make no sense from the get-go, because how you travel from, what was it, Alabama or Arkansas, whatever, or New York, wherever the hell they travel from, to go all the way up there for a concert, you by yourself in middle school or high school, and nobody noticed, this didn't look strange to nobody, and how she get in the concert and all of that, to go and even meet Jay and Diddy. Like, how did all of this get facilitated? That ain't make no sense. And then you could clearly see this chick on the spectrum. You could tell she got crayon drawings of bunny rabbits and flowers on her back wall in her room while she doing an interview. So clearly she not, clearly she got some marbles loose or missing. Something was wrong with her. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But anybody that believe that, see, let me tell you what Tony Buzbee's whole, his strategy was with that. He was like, okay, we're going to use this and we're going to attach Diddy because Diddy has allegations. So, and no one's going to not believe that Diddy's not a part of it because it's Diddy. And then you attach Jay-Z to Diddy with it. And now you trying to play on people's emotions and make them feel like, she got to be telling the truth because Diddy's involved. And then it come out that this thing was a whole lie, whole ass lie. Jay-Z suing what's the name, Buzbee for 20 M's because he lost out on the 20 M contract or 20 M deal or something like that. So Tony got to make him whole. And then now you got the Shannon Sharpe situation and this OF chick. All the recordings and all that is out there. I ain't finna go through all that. There's some crazy stuff in there. Seemed like homegirl got she an OF chick. So what you expect? Some of the stuff she's talking about on there. Boy, she on that West Coast Productions pack. If some of y'all gonna feel me on that. Some of y'all not. Ain't nobody listen to this, no way. But all of that and people still believing that this Tony Buzbee thing and is a for real for live thing. And I think it got some more cases out there too. But these are like the three most high profile ones, if I'm not mistaken. There's some other ones out there that's just frivolous. So it seemed like his strategy is just come out with some outlandish, damaging, slanderous lawsuits that are frivolous as hell and hope that these dudes are just dumb enough to continue fighting in court, get whatever little bag you can, and hope that they settle. That seemed to be what his strategy is. And what he not realizing is it's a lot cheaper to put a price on somebody's head than to fight in litigation. And somebody gonna get, when I say somebody gonna get ahead of the case, before he can get another one on top, I mean, somebody Tony Buzbee need to be sleeping with a helmet on. He need to leave the house with a helmet on. He need to bathe with a helmet on. Like, he needs to never at no point remove his helmet unless he shampooing his hair. And even then, you better figure out how to shampoo your hair with your helmet on, because somebody coming after it. Somebody coming after your head, boy. Somebody gotta be coming after this man's head, either currently or they will be in the future, because he messing with the wrong people. He messing with people with resources. And listen, I ain't gonna say too much, but there's ways to get around this. And if Tony not careful, Tony act like he don't never gotta go leave his house and check his mailbox. You gonna pay somebody to do that for you? Like, you gotta go do groceries. You gotta put gas in your car at some point. You gotta leave at some point. People's gonna get some info on you, and you gonna get doxxed or something. Like, you gotta be careful, Mr. Tony. Like, because people tired of this. People tired of this. People tired of this frivolous lawsuits and fake allegations and all that. People starting to see through all that right now. And what's really terrible is, like, actual victims ain't even gonna get believed no more because you got all of these frivolous cases. Why you don't, like, and honestly, the frivolous cases are a thing because, I mean, the accusers don't never get punished for lying. Like, you could just lie and nothing gonna happen to you. Now, when people start getting made examples of for these kind of lies in these situations, it will change. So all these lawmakers and legislators and all that, man, y'all better start putting stuff in the law like, hey, y'all can't be lying because you risking your life lying on some of these people. Because some of these people are not going to take too lightly to all of this. They're not just going to go in the media and say, oh, I'm innocent and all that. No, some folks going to take it to a whole nother level. And you better just, let me just say, you better just have your affairs in order. Because you must not be living right if you sitting there and you feel comfortable just lying on somebody to that degree. Like, this ain't even talking about like, oh, you ate little Jimmy's lunch in the workroom, in the break room at work. This ain't nothing like that. Like, you messing with somebody's reputation, and somebody's family member might hear something like that, not think it's a lie. They gonna believe it, and they gonna come after somebody's helmet, and then next thing you know, you got somebody in jail and another person in hell. Like, y'all gotta stop all that lying. And then some of you people who's too stupid, believing the lies, gassing up these liars, y'all just as bad. Because what won't you believe? Like, some of y'all will sit there and with a straight face, sit there and tell you, look at a circle and tell you it's a square. It don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense. Not at all. So, and another thing too, man, these dudes, man, some of you dudes with resources and all that, man, y'all gotta smarten up. Y'all gotta smarten up. Listen, if you gotta deal with these OF chicks, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it, but I think it's probably easier for you to deal with some other types of chicks, some non-internet fan or internet chicks, like some chicks in person. Like, I ain't gonna go too much into the whole age thing and all that, because there's chicks of all ages that's stupid, that'll do something, that'll pull something like this. Like, they all to do it. And that ain't no age thing. But I mean, you ain't got no chicks in your real life that you can meet or that you around. That's in your, like, ain't nobody in your neighborhood or in your condominium. Like, ain't nobody that's finer than them, like, that you can deal with, like, on some discreet stuff, bro. Like, why? Like, these OF chicks are not. These chicks lack morals. 99.9995% of them, they lack morals, bro. You think they give a, and I ain't saying that other chicks that's not on OF don't lack morals. They do too. But the ones online clearly lack morals. You can see they selling pictures of they nudity, for a bag. You think they're not gonna put some false allegations on you? Like, that's a clear sign. Like, they do not care, especially if you old with resources. Man, come on, bro. Come on. Y'all got to be smarter than that. Shannon too old to not be smarter than this. I don't know if it's a lot of this newfound visibility is starting to get to his head or whatever, because he been in a lot of situations himself. I ain't trying to victim blame or nothing. I'm just saying he got to be more careful and he got to know better. you got to be able to vet some chicks better, man. You got to have some chicks around you. You got, like, is the people in your team not advising you to do better, bro? Like, and again, I ain't even talking about the age thing. Like, whatever, you can feel about that however you want to feel about that. There's got to be, like, you mean to tell me, as much as weights as he lift, I know he go to a gym. I know there's some bad chicks in the gym that will definitely give you a night or two or a month or two. You know what I'm saying? I know there is. They could be married in a relationship, all that. Man, they don't, like these chicks don't be caring, bro. You know what I'm saying? You Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? They gonna risk it all for a night with Shannon Sharpe. And he just got that $100 million deal. Well, he was supposed to. We don't know what's gonna happen with that. But you dudes gotta learn better, man. Y'all gotta do better. Like, y'all be getting famous, got all this visibility, you got your bag, and now you get careless. I don't know, but they do say that the more fame you get or the more money you get, the more of who you really are come out, because you feel like you untouchable. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like these dudes on the internet with these private profiles or these anonymous profiles, these troll profiles. They feel comfortable to sit there and, you know, say whatever they want to anyone they want, knowing there ain't no consequences. So a lot of these dudes who got all this visibility and all this money, they be feeling invisible. They be feeling like they above consequence. Now look at you. So I hope everybody learn from this. Men gotta adjust. Y'all can't be stupid and dumb. You gotta pick one. If you're gonna be stupid, don't be dumb. If you're gonna be dumb, don't be stupid. You gotta pick one. You can't be both of them, because that's compounding problems. Anyway, it's your man's AK Infinity. I ain't dropped on this channel in a minute. I keep saying I'm gonna drop more. But it's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter /X at AKInfinity_VVS. This is the AK Infinity channel. I'm out.